Can we do it again?
There's no salt.
It's good potatoes. For mine or for us?
For mine.
That's delicious. I want some. I love mashed potatoes. Vegan mashed potatoes. Hello everyone. I want to talk to you guys about my giving birth story, and when this little guy came into this world. Okay. So this is weird. I don't know where to look at. Do I look here or straight at the camera? It's good. It's nice to watch myself how I look like, because I'm sorry, I can't look here. Anyways, I want to talk to you guys about my birth story. Not my birth story, but you know, him. So should I start from the beginning when I found out I was pregnant, or anyways? But yeah, for like a few weeks, I was so scared. I was like so sick and scared because I didn't know what was wrong with me. Like, I couldn't eat anything. And I'm telling you now, like, I'm the person, even though I'm so skinny, I love to eat. I love food. And the fact that I couldn't eat frustrated me. Everything that I ordered, I even tried to order food, and when it come, I'm like, I can't eat this. Like the colors, like I ordered Mexican food once, and it was like very colorful, and I love colorful food. Like if it doesn't have colors, I will not eat it. But that whole month, I was disgusted with colorful food, and I didn't know, I couldn't eat. I literally lost 20 pounds. That's how skinny I got from this. I lost 20 pounds. So when I was scared, I was crying. I was even crying to my social media. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like, I can't eat anything. Like, I was a mess. And hold on, let me go stop this music so I don't have to pay for this music. Oh well, I could figure it out. I'm gonna wait for Mike to get back. But anyways, so I was a mess. Babe, can you turn down that music so I don't pay for copyright? Just like a few minutes. I just want to talk to them. And then I finally went to the doctor. I had some shoots, like, so I was like a mess. I couldn't eat. I even went to one of my friends. Like, I was on set, and I went in the lobby, and I saw one of my friends who's a makeup artist, and I asked him, I'm like, I can't eat. Can you help me out? Like, because I know he smokes. So, like, he gave me some CBD, like, it was some weed oil, whatever. He gave me his pen, anyways. I started smoking it. That's what got me to eat on set. Like, because I couldn't eat anything on set. Like, anyways. So, and then that following day, I went to the doctors. I'm like, I'm sick of this. I went to the doctor's office, and then they did some blood tests and like took my pee, whatever. And the pee test came back positive. I don't know why I never thought about like doing a pregnancy test. I was like, I don't know why I never crossed my mind. Maybe I'm pregnant. Well, mainly because like forever I thought I couldn't have kids. Like, long story. So yeah, so when they told me, I was like, I couldn't, like, I was like, whatever. Like, I didn't even have any like emotions. Like, it was really like blank. I'm like, okay. So that's when I called Mike. I'm like, I'm pregnant. What was your thought when I told you I was pregnant?
I was excited.
But Mike was at work and I told him I was pregnant. I don't think he believed me though at first. You didn't believe me.
Yeah, I did.
No, you probably thought I was joking. But anyways, yeah. So that's that. That's how I found out I was pregnant, and then I called two of my friends at the time. So only 3 people knew I was pregnant, and yeah. And let's move on to delivery day. So delivery day, it was the 25th. Oh, like that whole week, like a few days before that, I had a lot of energy. I was planning a trip to the Hamptons, like, I don't know, with some friends. Thank God I didn't go. But that, he was born the 26th. The 25th, I even went out, like, I had brunch with 2 friends of mine. I had so much energy. I was out all day that day. And, obviously I didn't drink. It's brunch, but I didn't drink. I had like a mocktail. Is that mocktail when there's like no alcohol? I had a mocktail. And then but yeah, I didn't have no alcohol, so don't judge me. I went to brunch. So, but I had so much energy. I had no idea. And even when I came home from that day on the 25th, I was trying to like rush to get Haitian food. Like the place was so far away, and I was going to go there. Like I even like was running trying to catch my Uber, and my Uber waited 5 minutes outside for me, and I was trying to rush to get cash because it was cash only. So all that, I was like doing a lot of stuff. I even missed the Uber because it left. It didn't even stay for me. And I was so mad, and I asked Mike I called Mike from where I was like, can you like pick it up on your way home? And he literally went all the way there to pick me some Haitian food after I had called them and like made the order, and he picked it up for me. But it's crazy the amount of energy that I had that day like before. And so that night I wasn't like I was already in pain, like cramps, like not cramps, but like my legs were like cramping every time I walk. It like, you know, it's the women's body is like changing or whatever when you're pregnant. So it was doing all that like that whole week. I wasn't in pain that whole month, honestly. And so he might have been down already. Like obviously he was all the way down because like we went to like get like pictures of him that we already paid for. I was so mad, but his head was so down they couldn't even get any pictures done. So that was very disappointing. So we know he was already down. His head down was so low they couldn't even see his face. So, but we didn't like assume he would come that day. So on the 25th, did all that. That night, we gone to bed. I think I slept for like 1 hour. Because we went to bed pretty late, like at 10 or 11. And then something happened. I started having pain. But those pain were like, I was already having those few days before. Like it was weird. I would wake up in the middle of the night and then so much pain. So I didn't think anything of it. But I was having so much pain that night. But it was worse somehow. And I felt like I needed to like poop. And I was on the toilet for like a good 25 minutes. And nothing would come out. So it was midnight. So midnight, I'm like in so much pain in the toilet. Mike is sleeping. I'm scared to wake him up and tell him, like, or like trying to wake him up and like, you know, I just didn't want to wake him up. But I was in so much pain, and I was in the toilet just like in pain. Like I was dying. I was in agony. Like I was dying. It was so awful. And then keep looking at Mike to see his reaction. But while he was sleeping, and then like I felt so bad that I woke him up. That's when I couldn't take it anymore, the pain. And then I woke him up around like 12:20, around there, 12:30. And then he was Googling what it could be. So, and then that's when I'm like, maybe it's coming. Like, I didn't know anything actually. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I just know I was dying. Like, I'm like, this baby is killing me. Like, this baby's trying to kill me. And the thing is, the reason we didn't think the baby was coming is because, like, my water didn't break. None of that. Something, a mucus plug supposed to come out. None of that came out. Unless it came out and I didn't even know. So, my water didn't break. In my contraction, the thing is, women, like, you're supposed to have it, like separate apart, like at least 5 minutes apart, 8 minutes apart. Like, it gets like closer apart as the baby is getting ready to come. But my pain was so close apart. It was like every 50 seconds, 45 seconds. It was so close apart. I was in pain. So what was I saying? So, like, I was in pain the whole time in the apartment for like 4 hours or 3 hours. Like, Mike even put me in the tub. I was in the tub. I'm like, okay. I was in there for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, I'm over this. This is not helping me. So I got out, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like having flashbacks right now. I was in the living room. I was like, I can't do this. Oh my God, I'm having flashbacks. And then Mike was Googling, like, if it's like the baby. I don't know what he was Googling online. I just remember I was like getting mad at him. But he even called the hospital. The hospital was no help. They're like, what did I say, babe?
We're not gonna diagnose you over the phone.
Yeah, they're like, we're not gonna diagnose you over the phone. I was over it. I think Mike got mad. Didn't you get mad at them? Like, you give them attitude on the phone, no? Yeah, Mike gave them attitude. I was calm, but I was just in so much pain. And then that's when we're like, and I have a doula, so we were like, should we finally call the doula? It was like, what time did we call the doula?
Like 2.
Well, I texted her and she did answer, so I'm like, and then an hour later, I'm like, let me just call her, cause she was asleep. It was like 2 a.m. Like, and then actually she came right away. Right when I called her, I told her like what I was having and stuff. She called me right away. She came right away, and it was like she came in 5 minutes, because I remember I only waited 3 minutes, and then she told me, oh, get back in the tub. And I'm like, I was already in the tub. And she's like, no, go get back in the tub. So we went back in the tub, get in the hot tub, and waited for her. She came quick. Like, it was so, I'm like, girl, do you live like next door? It was weird. It's like she knew, like she was like outside. It was weird. But she did tell us she lives in the neighborhood, so thank God. And so she assisted me, like she was showing me how to breathe. Like, honestly, thank God I invested in her, because I did not know how to breathe. I was dying. Somehow the pain was better, was manageable. Like, it was still painful, but like knowing how to breathe really helped. Like, so good. So I want to make this fast. I don't want to tell every detail. Sorry, guys. Okay, so long story short, we, after like 4 hours of laboring at home, or 3 hours, however long it was, we went to we called an Uber ride when she got here. And then we went to the hospital. It took an hour because we're all the way in Brooklyn. And my hospital, I wanted to give birth at Lenox Hill. Best hospital ever. Oh my god. But details for that later in the video. So we went. It was an hour, like, and there was no one on the road. And the driver was so nice too, but like he was so chill. But it took forever. It was the longest ride ever and the worst ride ever. Somehow it got bumpy. Like, imagine being in the back of a car. The doula's in the back and Mike's in the front with me. All four of us, and like I'm in the back screaming. Like, I wasn't screaming, but I was like in pain. It was coming so close. It was so close together. And then the car is bumpy. Like, oh my god, memories. Oh, I do not want to go back there, but I do want another child. Anyways, so we got to the hospital. I'm like, I told the driver I'm sorry. The whole time I'm like apologizing to the driver, like, I'm sorry. Like, I was kind to him. I was kind of mean to Mike because, you know, he did that to me. It was his fault. I was in pain. Anyways, when he dropped us off, I'm like, we're gonna give you a good tip. And tell me why Mike gave him a 40% tip. 40%. Anyways, I guess you deserve it. I did say we're gonna give you a really good tip. But it's not like we got his car dirty. It was. Anyways, we got to the hospital. Bling bling. Let's check in and triage. Triage.
Triage.
Triage. Triage. Anyways. Potato. Tomatoes. And then I came in heated. I felt like I was the only one in pain. All the other women in there, they were so calm. Like, they were pregnant. Like, are you not in pain? But I guess they weren't having contractions. Those people, because a lot of them, they went home. Like, they sent their ass home. But I'm like, I felt weird. I'm like, why am I weird? Can I not handle childbirth? Like, why is everyone so calm and I'm the only one? Like, I wasn't that bad, but yeah, I came in heated. But I was nice. I kept apologizing every 2 seconds. But there was some drama with Mike. He was scared to sign some paperwork. I guess they wanted to take my the cord and but if you don't let the hospital take it, you can't deliver them. Like, just sign it. Jeez, I was so mad. I'm like, go argue outside. Do not argue in front of me. Like, I was so upset. And then I was like, apparently I was 2 centimeters, and they're like, do you want to go back home? I'm like, I didn't say hell no, but I'm like, no, I do not want to. Please give me a room. They're trying to give me some kind of medication. I'm like, no, I don't want that. Plus, my doula was there. She didn't recommend that medication they were like trying to give me. And yeah, and I lost my train of thought. And then they finally get, like, after like being in there for a good 45 minutes, felt like forever. And my nurse poked me like 3 times, but I didn't complain. She was sweet at the end. Maybe that's why she was sweet to me, because she know I didn't give her a hard time for poking me like 3 times. And then they brought me to the other room, the living room. And then she had another lady. She walked in like she's a boss. She walked in and did my IV. She only put me once. She did it like a pro. She put my thing in. Easy. And then that's when, like, that thing was for, like, to, if I didn't want to drink water all the time, and, like, it just kept me hydrated. And because you need to stay hydrated. And then so it was around 6 o'clock, around that, when I finally went into the room, 6 a.m. And when I got there was no one at the hospital. And then when I was in triage, that's when I saw a lot of people coming in right after I came. Anyways, but it was very quiet in the hospital when I got there. But anyways, so I was trying to, I couldn't sleep. I was in the room. My doctor was there, but he didn't deliver me. But it's like a group of people. I did meet the guy that delivered. It's like a group of them. But my doctor was there. He wasn't in shift, so I got to see him. He saw that I was in the hot, but he couldn't stay because he had to go. You know, his shift was over. But yeah. So I was in pain for like a while, like struggling, trying to like so hard to last as long as possible without an epidural, and that's when I couldn't take anymore. After 7 hours, however long it was that I was in pain, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Fuck this. I want the epidural. But after that, I still had to wait like at least 45 minutes because they had to do like get a blood test back done. And then fast forward, the blood test came and the guy came. He kicked everyone out except for me and the nurse. He set up everything. I couldn't even touch. I couldn't even move. My nurse was so sweet. She was holding me and I was holding her like this. And while the guy was in the back trying to like poke me in the back. Anesthesiologist, that's the name? Anesthesiologist was in the back. He was like, if you touch anything, you can't even place your hand on the thing, or we have to start all over and get new products and everything. I'm like, that's so dramatic. Anyways, after he kicked everyone out, my boyfriend and Doula and everything, was just 3 of us. My sweet nurse was holding me. I felt loved. And like, not love, but like, they care. Like, I just felt, I don't know. I was wrapping my hand around her. And then I was in so much pain. Like, I was scared that I was going to move. Because, you know, you're not supposed to move. And because he's like, okay, let me know when. So because since my contraction was so close together, I had to wait to when I wasn't, that 3 seconds that I wasn't having it, for him to do it. So I didn't move. Every time I'm like, when a contraction came, I was scared I was gonna move. So anyways, I had to do my hardest. So I was holding on to her, but I don't remember everything. It was all blur. It was pretty easy, but I only felt like a pinch. My fear was like that epidural would be so painful because it's a big needle. I didn't feel it. I think the hospital like numbed my back. I felt a little pinch. I did kind of like do that because I felt the needle, a pinch. Or maybe because since I was in so much pain, that the epidural pain, I didn't feel it because I was having contractions. But it took a good 20 minutes. He was back there. I'm like, I didn't know what he was doing. But I didn't feel anything. I only felt that pinch. And then after 20 minutes, he was done. And then they came back. My boyfriend and Michael and the doula came back to the room. And then, the anesthesiologist said, oh, you're gonna be itchy for a good hour. I'm like, I don't care. Let me be itchy. Like, as long as this pain go away. That's how bad it was, guys. But right after he was done, I started itching right away. See, I'm itching now thinking about it. I was like itching. I started itching, but I was laughing. I was so happy. I was happy. Mike was like, damn, she's happy. Like, what did you think, Mike? When I was laughing, when I was smiling. You could tell the difference?
Yeah, night and day.
Anyways, but I was itching. And the doula was like, there, everyone was like, don't itch. You're not supposed to itch. Don't itch so you don't, like, accidentally scratch yourself because you can, like, because you can't feel, you know. I could, like, scratch myself, but I didn't care. I was scratching. Everywhere was itching. Everywhere was itching. I was, like, itching for a good... He said it I last an hour, but it felt like 2 hours. But I was happy. The pain was gone. I felt high. I'm like, yes. Anyways. And then that happened. And then 2 hours trying to nap. I couldn't even nap because everyone else was napping. So I got the epidural around like 8 something or 7:45, 8. And then by 9, 10 o'clock, they kept shaking me. I kept progressing really quickly. The doula was like, oh, after you get the epidural, like, it's going to take forever for you to, like, you know, what is it called? When you go to 10 centimeters?
Oh, dilate.
To dilate. She said it's going to take forever. Girl, I dilated quick as fuck. Like, it went by so quick. I went from, like, a 3 to a 6. And then in 30 minutes.
Real fast. Real quick.
And in 30 minutes, I was already 9. And then the next time they came in, like, 2 minutes, I was already in 10. But the doctor did have to break my water. Like, because I felt something pop. But I'm like, did my water, and I felt something weird down there. I'm like, did my water break? I told the nurse. And then my doctor, the one that, before he left, he came and he did something. He popped, he like, without even asking me, he poked me in there and like popped my water. But anyways, but I thought it was already popped because I did feel something. Like, I felt it. Even though I was numb, I didn't feel any pain. It doesn't numb you. The epidural doesn't numb you completely down there. But it, like, it helps. It was beautiful. Anyways. But I felt the pop. Something popped. And, like, that's when I asked if my water broke. But apparently he said, oh, I just popped it. And then, so I was dilating, blah, blah, blah. Was already, by the time they came to check on me, they're like, oh, you already 10. But, like, it was like 10:50 or something. 10:50 a.m. in the morning. And then they're like, oh, let's set up for the doctor. They set up his equipment. Well, her equipment, because it was a lady doctor, a lady nurse that was, like, massaging me down there when the baby was coming, and the other male doctor, and then my nurse. I had 2 nurses, because the first one that was holding me, that was so sweet, she left because her shift was over, and there was another one that came in. She was so sweet too. So I had my nurse, another delivery nurse, and then the doctor, and then Mike and the doula next to me. So, and then where was I? And then I was dilating and everything. 10:50 they came and set up for the doctor, blah blah blah. And then the nurse that delivered the baby, she's so sweet. She's from Israel or something. I hope I have her next time I have another baby. But she's like, I'm gonna tell you how to push. Pretend like you taking a poop. That's how you push. I listen well. I'm a great learner. You don't have to tell me anything twice. But she said that, and then that's what I was doing. She's like, let's practice. And I did that. And then I pushed. I probably did that, like, we practiced at least twice. And then she's like, I think you're ready. I think the baby's coming. That was just practicing. And the doctor rushed in there, like, she's ready. And then the doctor came in. Everyone was in the room. And I was pushing. I probably pushed like 3 or 4 times. Because there's like, they told me to take a break, like a 5-second break. But the thing is, I couldn't feel my contractions. So they had to read the monitor when I was having the contractions. They could read it on the computer. And they're like, okay, now push. I pushed like I was taking a poop. Like, oh! And then I did that like 3 times, and the baby came. And the sack, what is it called? The sack that the baby's in.
Placenta?
Yeah, the placenta came out really quick too. Like, the baby was born at 11:17, and the sack came at 11:19 or something. So I was watching the baby. Like, apparently the umbilical cord was stuck. I wanted to have Miles keep the cord uncut for a little bit so he can have like the blood or whatever. But no, they cut it right away because apparently it was stuck between his neck. Whatever, I don't believe it. But we didn't get to keep that. They took it, whatever. But my baby was very healthy and strong. He was born. Oh, and the doula was like, oh, you know what? Some women takes 2 hours to push. 2 hours with the epidural because they can't feel them pushing. They take 2 hours. I took 5 minutes. That baby came out quick. I am a champ. That's my birth story, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I had to rush it. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Bye.